If you think you can't follow a meal plan, you're making a huge mistake because you're not doing everything it takes to treat your anxiety. Listen, I get it. I've been there too. You're so stressed out and overwhelmed by everything it takes just to get everything done between work, home, and family obligations. You're just trying to keep all the plates in the air, and you're afraid that if you look aside for 1 second, one of the plates is going to crash. And I've been there myself. I felt like there was nothing that I could let go of, nothing extra I could even add on. So that's why you feel like a meal plan is overwhelming and not worth your time. But let's explore this a little bit more. What if a meal plan could actually add time and freedom to your life instead of taking it away from you? What if a meal plan could decrease your anxiety by not only feeding you healthy meals every day, but also allowing you to know what to expect every day, both financially and nutritionally, and helping you overcome cravings and temptations that used to drive me crazy, like going through the drive-thru or ordering a pizza? If the foods you ate on a day-to-day basis could actually improve the symptoms of anxiety, what would that feel like? How would you feel if you didn't have to figure out what you were going to order or pick up for lunch every day, or the constant question of what's for dinner was bouncing around in your head every day? And what if one day a week you sat down with your family or your spouse and you worked out exactly what was on the menu for the next week, whether it was a meal plan adapted from a program or one that you made yourself? And furthermore, what if your meal plan was meant to be integrated with your schedule? You were planning meals that were easier and less time consuming on days that you had busy things going on and lots of events planned. Well, what I would say, and what I know for a fact from working with clients, is that spending 30 to 60 minutes once a week to work out a rough plan of what you're going to eat each day is actually really empowering and anxiety reducing. And it helps to transform you into that calm and peaceful person instead of being anxious and overwhelmed with last minute choices. See, most people are full of anxiety because they live moment to moment, decision to decision. But if you take a few extra minutes to think about the future and to plan ahead, you'll realize how much calmer and more relaxed you feel knowing what's coming up. The other thing about a meal plan is it doesn't necessarily have to be complicated. People make it more complicated than it has to be. You don't have to make a 4-course meal every day. Even if you just write down that you're going to have frozen pizza on Friday because it's date night, that's part of a meal planning process. If you end up putting chicken nuggets and french fries on the meal plan for 1 day a week and the rest of the week you have really healthy and wholesome meals penciled in, doesn't it make you feel better and less guilty for those chicken nugget days? Of course it does, and there's no shame in that. Nutrition is more about your overall patterns rather than just one day that wasn't perfect. And speaking of perfectionism, even if you don't follow the plan perfectly, a bad plan is better than no plan at all. There is no shame or guilt in not being perfect. Just adjust your meal plan according to what happened the week before. No worries, no guilt, and no stress about it. So I implore you to try meal planning for just a little while to see whether it increases or reduces your anxiety. And I would venture to say that after following either your own or a pre-written meal plan for a while, you'll realize that you've become that calm and peaceful person that you're trying to create. And you can leave that anxious and overwhelmed version of yourself that's always a step behind in the planning in the past forever. To get more tips on how to overcome your anxiety, click the link around this video to join my free Facebook group, or go to facebook.com/groups/anti-anxiety.